The chosen hero arrives!
Two for one.
Hello everyone, I am the Chosen One. Welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Let's do a little test here before we start. I'm excited to continue, so give me a second. Okay, so down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Okay, we're out of sync a little bit. Let me fix that. Okay, let me see. Down, down. Okay, so it's really late. Okay, so let me put it 1,500, okay. Up, up. down, up, up. One more time, let's see. Okay, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Okay, I think it's sync now. Okay, let's do a subscriber test, just to see, or donation test. You guys never saw my notification for the donation. It's actually really funny. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna start now. I'm just tweeting out the stream really quick. That's loud. Hope you don't hear that. Let me turn off my mic. Okay guys, I'm back. Let's continue. Okay, so last time we got up to chapter 3. We made it to the mission actually, so let's actually get into that. We're gonna continue the grind up to the time skip. That's gonna be, you know, a long ride.
No matter how powerful our
I think I won't skip the cutscenes just so we could get some dialogue in this time around. I'm a little more tired today, so I wanna... Maybe I'll comment on my thoughts on some of the dialogue, just in case. Now that we're getting, like, you know, more into the important stuff.
You mean you don't know? My weapon is called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics. A long, long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants. It's an honor to wield, but I'm afraid there won't be any chance for that today. Our mission is to help clean up the aftermath, not to fight.
One must wonder why Lord Lonato would incite such a reckless rebellion.
It all goes back to the tragedy of Duscur.
I remember that day well. No one saw it coming. Roughly 4 years ago, the King of Fargus was murdered by the people of Duscur. I believe that about sums it up, correct?
To put it simply, yes. But there's more to that story. They had accomplices within the kingdom as well. Lord Lonato's son, Kristoff, was one of them, and so he was handed over to the church for execution. Speaking from the church's perspective, we simply passed judgment according to our doctrine in place of the kingdom, which was in complete chaos. Whatever the truth behind that incident may be, Lord Lonato has harbored resentment toward the church ever since. Well, to be more specific, his grudge isn't only against the church. It's also against the one who turned Kristoff over to them.
Report! The enemy is approaching. They can't be avoided. Their numbers are far greater than we predicted. They use the fog to slip past the knight's
Ah,
perimeter.
darn it, I forgot to buy torches. I always forget. Every time I do this chapter, I always forget to buy torches.
It looks like our mission just
Oh, but I
changed,
could buy them in
Professor.
the marketplace.
Everyone,
so
prepare for battle!
Catherine's a alright character. I never used her at all. I don't know why. Like, something about her just never interests me. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, so let's see where we left off.
Welcome.
Hello, Anna. Okay, let's sell first. So I see. Oh my God,
Is
large
that the
bully.
one?
Yeah, we didn't
Thanks
even
a
sell
bunch.
that. Okay. My earphones are like bugging out right now. Like if I don't have the wire a certain way, it'll start like.
Is that the one? Thanks a
bugging
bunch.
out.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
It's really annoying.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
My God, stop! Come on, man. It's just buzzing. It's like really distracting and annoying. Oh, I think it fixed now. Okay.
Come
Let's
back.
like,
Well,
let's just
come back.
check if anybody needs anything. Okay, let's just store what we don't need. Just check through everyone. I think I decided I might not use Bernadetta, to be honest. Let me think. Let's see what- How many people can we use in this battle? Yeah, I was thinking about how many characters I'm gonna be using, and honestly, like, I need to like be careful of how many people I use, cause then it'll be like just too much. So, cause there's still like 3 more characters that are gonna join me. And look, right now, for example, the max you could deploy is like 12 later on. I'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people out of the battle, and those are 8 people that I will need to like replace and like train and like, you know, on and off between the main team and the team that I switch out. It's like, because I usually have like 2 rosters, if that makes any sense. Like I have the like few people that don't make it, and I think everyone does that though. Anyway, okay, I think I'm gonna buy like weapons now. So like, I'll finally buy a steel
Is that the
sword,
one? Thanks a bunch.
steel bow. Cause I have a lot of money now. Oh, I can't get a steel bow yet. Okay, she could get an iron, steel axe now.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
She could get a steel bow.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
She could get, oh, she could use a killing
Is
edge
that the
already.
one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the
Mine's two
one?
of those
Thanks a
already.
bunch.
She could get a steel. She could get
Is
another
that
iron
the one?
bow.
Thanks. Is that the one?
Or
Thanks
lance.
a bunch.
She could have gotten a killer lance actually too.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Ignat's, it's fine. You could get a steel lance
Is that the one?
or a killer lance.
Is that
He's
the
more
one?
of a
Thanks a
steel
bunch.
lance. Like, you could get a killer
Is that
lance.
the one? Thanks a bunch.
You could already start getting steel gauntlets
Is that the one? Thanks a
and a
bunch.
steel axe.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
And that's it. few characters that need like repairing a little bit. That worries me, because I can't. Not yet. I'm gonna do a sound test really quick, just to see if everything sounds good. Okay, so testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, everything's working, but I sound tired as heck. Oh my god. I sound like a zombie compared to yesterday. I didn't get as much sleep, maybe. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe I shouldn't have streamed today, but I just really want to get to the part already. Or maybe I'll compensate by maybe letting the game play out this time around. But I'll make sure next time that I come with like way more energy. But oh my god. Maybe it's from all the talking from the last stream, but I sound like a freaking zombie right now. Okay, we'll give the leather shield to what do we give it to? Whoa. I'm even yawning, oh my god. Super tired today. Might be a short stream this time around. Just so, you know. Don't be yawning. Okay, what we're using. Let's see. Oh, we don't have to use Edelgard? Since when? That's kind of weird. Okay. Kind of weird. We don't have to use them. So have Felix and Raphael, I think. Maybe? No, Nick will stay out the battle for this one. Well, we need one tank. Who's gonna be the tank? I guess Leone. We always need like our one tanky unit. Yeah, we'll be fine, I think. Oh yeah, I forget, I can always do this. So let's like, agitate Dorothea. Raphael could be for like, I don't know, Ignots. Felix could be for, let's see, Petra, I guess. Okay, let's just start. Oh wait, no.
Well,
I almost forgot. Let's buy torches.
is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Torch for you.
Is that the one? Thanks
Okay,
a bunch.
I think we're good now.
Come back.
Okay, let's do this.
With this fog, it's impossible to tell where the enemy might be, or how many of them there are. The enemy could be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down anyone who breaks through the fog, and let's push through!
That smell. It's fresh blood. It seems the battle has already started within the fog.
Proceed with caution. Wait for them to enter your field of view.
Okay, so this is a fog map. This is actually like one of, I think, like 2 maps in the game that actually have it.
Stay focused.
They're actually pretty fun. I think they did pretty good with these maps.
Let's get to it.
Okay.
I will prevail.
I will get the victory.
I'm on it.
Leave it to me. Who, me?
I stand ready. Ready anytime. As you wish.
I'm so exhausted.
Lord Lonato doesn't deserve
Oh my
such sadness
God.
and anger. Now it's your turn to suffer.
Yeah, what's interesting about Lord Lonato, he's Ashes. I think I've said this last time, did I? I don't know. I think I was skipping a lot of the stories, so I didn't really comment on it. This time around, we're gonna focus more on like commenting on the story parts. But yeah, what's interesting is that Lord Lonato
You
is
think we're just gonna do nothing while you try to kill our lord?
well. Oh yeah, I forgot we made Ado Gordos. He looks so cool. That hair, like new game plus hair for all the characters is amazing. Oh my gosh, he gets a crit. I never touched this character once. I don't know why. Just never. I don't know. Like her character, I guess I just don't like. I don't know. Just she falls in that tropey like masculine woman archetype, and I guess I don't know. I'm really into that type of character. Like I don't see her having a lot of development. I don't know why. I don't even see people talk about her, so I feel like that's a sign that she's like alright. To be honest, most of the adult characters are alright. Like the only one I really like is Shamir and Sedif. And Rhea, of course. But, like, and some I still like Hanuman and Alois, but as like a playable unit, like I'm not attached to them enough to like play as them. Like I'm more attached to my students, if that makes any sense, to play as them. I think most people play as the students. That's like the focus. So, also, yeah, so it's Lord Lonato's Ash's adoptive father, so I found it interesting how, like, they, already from the beginning, were already getting, like, controversial, like, having people, fighting people that are related to, like, certain characters and stuff. Okay, heals are only character at level 4, so feels good knowing everyone's at level 5. I don't know why, I just love when everyone's even, I don't know, it's just so good. So satisfying. Okay, I'm gonna stand right here, that way the torch is like, maybe train my bull rank a little, like kill him. Oh, welcome, Torchic Bendy Boy. He says first one boy if you read the same my username. Well, I'll say it. Torchic Bendy Boy. It's in the chat. You can shout it out. Torchic is actually one of my favorite Pokemon, so that's interesting. Dang, she doubled. Edelgard's animations are like amazing. I know I keep saying that, like even last time in the last stream, but it's just like it's just so stylish the three lords how they fight. How do you twirl your axe that fast? It's crazy. The amount of skill you would need to do that. It's like flexing on your opponent while fighting. They had style while fighting. Main reason why Fire Emblem's so charming for little things like that. Like, why just make a game about war when you can make it about having fun in the war? Twirling your axe, doing backflips for no reason, just to flex on your foes. It's funny. Okay, the kill to Petra. Or maybe at least let her weaken, if Ignat's the kill. He should always be ahead of the others since his stats are a little on the weaker side. Feels weird seeing older Ignats in this class. I'm so used to his, like, canon outfit, I guess you could say. Okay, I'm gonna have... Who has the torch? You? Use the torch, please. Okay. Now I'm gonna have Healer, or Healby.
I won't let you anywhere near Lord Lonato.
We have Birdman over here. Shooting miasma at us. The heck, man? I don't want Byleth to get the kill. He's already like ahead. I'll have like Cynthia. Now we get an awesome cutscene. The fog is lifting as a result of the Dark Mage being defeated. It seems the fog was being caused by magic. It's a shame because the cutscenes are so nice because they're actually like modeled to do different things, but it's just and it's funny because it's using the same models. But when they're actually in the game, it's like they're just so limited to the animations. So it's like
Your wretched zealotry that killed my son.
I'm still wondering about
The only
this.
name I answer to is Catherine. Prepare to taste the blade of one who serves the goddess. Now you face a knight of Theros!
The fog is cleared. There's nothing left to hide you or the filthy Central Church from the judgment of the goddess.
I'm trying to think if they touched on that a little bit more. I think they did in Blue Lions, because that's literally where Ash is from, so I'm sure they touched on that more. I could have sworn they did. I think they did, maybe. And I'm just forgetting. Having a dumb moment.
I owe you one.
That way he could move him too. Oh, I thought she was gonna crit. I know it was it broke. I don't feel it. I don't know how making a weapon break makes it heavier. That doesn't really make much sense. But that is an amazing penalty though. Like if you're holding it, you have to make sure you're paying attention that you're not, you know. So that is an amazing
Pure grit.
I feel like Leone always gets a crit. Like 17, I notice it's not in this game. It doesn't seem like you get crits a lot. You usually get crit when it's like at 30, which you get a lot anyway, so you'll be getting those crits. But I feel like this is the first time I see 17, and I asked for a crit, and it happened like nothing. Usually I don't get a crit for like something like that. Excuse me.
Lord Lenato, please don't die.
This game did a really
I'm
good
sorry,
job in
but
making.
I don't believe Lord Lenato has the strength to carry on.
Like, they did really good with great morality in this game. Like, you know, you always wonder who's really the bad ones, and that's why I'm really interested in the church route, because I didn't watch the whole secret route, and so I don't really know like what's up, because the secret route kind of touches on a question I'm like trying to, the last few questions that I have, like what's up with the church. I already know they're gonna go into that definitely, so I'm excited.
A great help.
Okay, put Sylvain here. Nuts. I like how she had the chance to flip her axe right before she dodged. Like, what a savage.
Let the lesson begin.
Let the lesson begin. Keep watch, Dorothea. That was your lesson. I love how Byleth says, like, actual teacher quotes. Like, sometimes I forget that Byleft's, like, a teacher. And I just find that so cool. Like, the main protagonist has so much respect. Like, they usually do, because there's a lot of, like, protag worshipping in most Fire Emblem games that have avatars. But, like, this one, like, makes more sense and feels believable, because you're a teacher. So it's like, teachers just automatically have that, like, respect, because, you know. I just noticed that in Japanese, wouldn't that mean Byleth is Byleth-sama? Because it's like, that's usually what they call them when they're a teacher. So Byleth-sama is gonna kill this foe. Okay, let's have Sylvain. I love the pose the Lancers have in this game. So cool. Or the male Lancers, because the male, or both actually, because I like both of the poses. I just remember the female one is awesome too, but like, the male one I didn't see until my second playthrough, because I literally had no male Lancers on my team. So I only saw this one that Leone just did. But when I got Sylvain and Dimitri, I was like, whoa, it's such a cool pose. Heal for no reason.
Oh, did the trick.
Oh, this headphone thing is like bothering my ears. It's like I hear the little static because it's like not connected correctly. Trying to like fix it. Give me a second. Let me just fix this. There we go. I think I fixed it a little. The right ear is still like, from that headphone, is not coming out like enough, but whatever. put her here to bait them in. Oh no, can Catherine kill any of them? Oh, she can actually. She's gonna go in, that sucks.
Much needed.
Huber, why are you all the way down here? I forgot why he's just there. Leave him here.
Try to keep up.
Aww, come on, man. I like how it looks like Sylvain. Not Sylvain. Felix dies. He actually falls on the ground like a death animation. It'll be funny if you boost your, like that'll be kind of sad. You can boost them from just them being adjutants. Ah, you took my experience. Why you did that? Petra not getting a crit, unheard of. Dang, everyone's almost at level 6. Oh, okay, so let's have... Not enough, sadly. Oh yeah, they don't talk in this chapter. You know, this is a glitch that happens in everybody who plays this chapter. For some reason, they don't talk. I remember my brother told me that, and then I noticed it, and I'm like, wait, why they're not? It's only in this chapter. I've noticed that. It's like a glitch that they didn't... For some reason, they just don't talk after they kill somebody. Wait, do I have restore? Not yet, I don't. Darn it. Who can I give the kill to? I guess. Oh, I'll give it to Marianne. I don't know. Perfect. I can't move. And perfect. More support for them too. I never get that guy. I always forget about him. And good. It's like they did it on purpose so I could distract them. So you have... They don't steal all your kills. I think that's why they did it. If so, that's really good game design. Okay, I'm gonna have Ada just... Well, no, she'll kill them. Of Sylvain. No. His defense isn't that well. It's pretty good. But Leone is better. Let's move everyone up. Let's get Huber a kill. Yeah, Lorenz. Or Lorenz. I always say Lorenz. It's like... Finally, I learned how to say a Lorenz. That makes more sense. It's like I'm saying it, but like the emphasis on like a different part. Lorenz. I'm saying it like Lorenz almost, but I'm still saying it like Lorenz. Just like I don't know why I pronounce it almost like Lorenz, but like Lorenz. It's like Lorenz. It's Lorenz. Units are so done. Hubie. I cannot not call him that now. It's just too funny, Hubie. Okay, perfect. Fire! Minor Crest of Gloucester. I'm telling you, Lorenz as a Dark Knight looks so sick. Like, it's amazing how much cooler everyone gets. Even the people that didn't look cool at first get really cool. From their design, like their post-time skip design, and sometimes their class combination with the post-time skip design makes them look like so amazing. Just checking the stream, making sure it's working. Okay, who should we have? Petra. No. Petra, you stay back. Okay, oh wait, I'll let these guys kill my units. She go attack. Oh, he can attack from far away? He can move to that though.
You have been deceived by that witch. I will show you the truth.
It's amazing how the steel axe, you could tell it looks so much stronger, like just the way it looks. Wait, can I actually get the kill now? That'll be awesome if I could. You know what? She will be slapped down? I've never heard that. I think she only says that in her
Vile woman.
pre-time skip, that's why.
Forgive me.
And I don't get as much crits with her in her. I get more crits with her in her post-time skip, I notice. It's just like I don't give her the killing edge yet until later in the game.
I never thought I'd
Most
see
of the
Lonato
time, I
meet this
think.
fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
Yeah, another chapter down. They get goodies for protecting the green units. Even though it's their fault they let themselves die, because sometimes they just let themselves die because they go after someone knowing they're gonna get killed. It's so dumb.
Damn it was all so pointless. I've never seen so many people utterly heartbroken.
I noticed Casper
Forcing
is really
innocent citizens to
sensitive.
risk their lives.
Like he gets
That man was
sad.
not a noble,
I like that
but a
quality
monster.
from him.
What could have pushed Lord Lonato to this point?
I don't know.
Everyone was a bit shaken by the militia fighting alongside our enemies.
It's funny, I never liked this choice, because you could get a heart down from this. I remember, I think in Blue Lions I said this, Dimitri got. It's the reality of battle. I think that sounds less
If only
like...
everyone could face reality so unflinchingly. The commoners who allied themselves with Lord Lonato believed they were fighting for a just cause. It would be disrespectful to consider them simply victims when they died for what they believed in.
Is she saying that to Byleth? I hope
Still,
not, cause...
we have no choice but to eliminate those who cling to unreasonable ideas of justice. Even if our enemies are the gods themselves, we must never lose sight of our goal. Is it? Such a day may come, whether you expect it or not. You should be ready. Really, I'm just like Lonato. I, too, will be the sort of ruler who's willing to risk the lives of my citizens in service of a higher cause. It's not possible to change the world without sacrifice. Dying for the greater good is not a death in vain.
Professor,
But you don't have
I'm
to
afraid
die.
this incident is far
Silly.
more serious than anticipated. I found this on Lord Lonato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect, but the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to
This
Lady
next
Rhea
chapter
right
we're
away.
about to do is probably my least
hope that
favorite
it's
in the
nothing.
game. I don't know why. And when I think of it, I always like dread it, because it's like... it's just that atmosphere of that part of the game. You know how there's always that one part of the game that when you always get to, it's like, oh, it's that part. It's like there's really nothing wrong with it. It's just like that atmosphere. You just don't enjoy it. Like it's the most different from any part of the game. So you always dread it on your second or third playthrough, and then on your first playthrough, it's like the only time you really enjoy it. But even then, it's like not even that. Like, it's only enjoyable because it's like your first time playing it. It's not really a bad chapter.
But it was not only her
Yeah,
divine
that's like
protection
that
shielded
part of the
you, was
game.
it?
This next chapter.
You are just as skilled as I had hoped. There is no need for modesty. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lonato's possession. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best, but a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
You can count on us.
That is most reassuring. You have my gratitude.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess. The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the Knights will be on high alert as well, but there aren't enough of them to keep watch on every corner of the monastery. It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students, but the gravity of this situation requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to
It's
those
amazing
who
how
would
much
blaspheme so
in the
heinously.
beginning I didn't like Serif. Or like not that I didn't like him, but like he was so much more like, I don't know, he just grew on me. Anyway, I have to do a quick intermission. Give me a second, guys. Sorry guys, something came up, so I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be streaming for, but we'll try to get as far as we can. I guess it's okay, cause I was feeling a little tired today anyway, but...
Still, be on your guard.
It's amazing how much everything was working yesterday. I meant to bring that up. Yesterday the stream was working perfectly. Like, sorry, that was my chair, but yeah, everything was working so good.
Of rebirth.
It's like I could even keep the OBS not on performance mode, and it's working so good.
The blue sea star returns to the sky once more, believed to be the goddess's home. Her followers look to the star.
Also, I really love these narrations. They're so good.
On the grounds
I kept skipping them.
Monastery, a grand ceremony is
held
held
the music.
in
It
honor
gives me
of this
Paper
much
Mario. That was,
anticipated
excuse me,
event.
that was in your
Every
door
true
vibes.
follower of the Church of
It's amazing how
Ceros is
intelligent
sure to be in
system games
attendance.
sound similar to each other. But yeah, the Rite of Rebirth chapter is like my least favorite. I think it's also because I just did it with my nephew a few days ago, so it's like I have to do it again. It's such an easy chapter to cheese though, so I'll get through it super fast. At least we don't need to do it yet. We're gonna be doing the monastery, so I'm excited for that. It's relaxing.
Thanks.
Our mission this month is to patrol and set up defenses to stop the assassination plot.
I wonder if an assassination attempt is truly the goal of our enemy.
You must sense that something's off about all of this. A barely concealed secret message trying to distract us from whatever's really going on. Sloppy, to say the least. And while everyone is out searching for a phantom assassin, they'll be free to accomplish their true goal with ease.
The monastery houses many valuable weapons. Perhaps that is their aim?
I hear the monastery has a treasure vault, too. Seems like the sort of place a foe would like some alone time in.
Garreg Mach is immense, and not just above ground, but below as well. Perhaps their aim lies beneath the monastery.
It seems to me that we should search the monastery for a clue as to what the enemy might be after. Of course, we must never underestimate the need for preparedness, in case a battle should ensue.
A secret meeting, Professor? Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Ceros, and this young man is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice.
I hate his voice actor. Oh my god. His voice actor's so like, well, at least it's a boy doing it, but still, it just sounds like he's making his voice light.
Yep, I help Lady Rhea with all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
Okay. Guess let's just watch some supports. Let them play out.
Sometimes I wonder if your life could have taken you down a different path. If you had never met me and entered my service, you might have had a more peaceful...
A more tedious path. Inconsequential and spoiled rotten, like so many other nobles? Never. My duty to you is no mere obligation. I chose this. I had thought that would be obvious to you.
I understand you well. Better than anyone. But when I see you at the monastery, studying with the others, it makes me wonder what kind of life you might have had without me. That's all.
Such a life may have had its appeal. I thought I'd left my years of carefree innocence behind me.
Wait, Oh,
But I
okay.
cannot deny
I
that
freaked
I
out. I
find
thought my
myself
mic was
enjoying
off
my
for a
time at the
minute.
monastery.
It's just I'm
I
so
feel the
quiet.
same
I
way.
don't see the bar going.
That enjoyment, however,
I'm so used to
is
seeing
only
it all
thanks
the
to
time because I'm
you.
constantly
Standing by
talking.
your side is all that truly matters to me.
I was like,
I see.
oh, did my
But
whole
I won't speak of
commentary
such
not
things
record
again.
from this part
If it's
after
really
the
what you want, I'll
intermission?
gladly keep
I
you
was
by
like,
my
oh
side.
no.
The path I must walk is soaked in blood. It's a path that can lead to madness, can snatch away one's future, and can even take one's life.
Whoa,
And the
if
pool of
that's
blood at my
not
feet is growing
foreshadowing,
larger.
I don't know.
Those stains
what
can
is.
never be
It's amazing how
washed
much
clean.
the Black Eagles
Please
row
leave the
makes
violence
it
to
more
me.
obvious on what
A
happens.
leader must be seen as pure.
Golden
above
Deer
the
was like
fray.
out of nowhere.
Allow
Like,
me to paint the path that
it was
lies
so
before you, red
unexpected.
with the blood of your enemies.
I love the Golden Deer
I
row,
will do it
mostly for
gladly.
that.
Hey, Leone. Are you just getting back? Whoa, what's with the bag? It's huge!
Oh, this? I thought I'd get all my chores done at once. Guess it got a little out of hand. Sorry to be a pain, but could you help me out?
I'm happy to help. Where'd you go to get all this stuff?
Well, first it was just the cloth scraps from the tailor, and then it was the used oil from a restaurant in town. After that, it was the books the scholars didn't know what to do with. I mean, that was just on the way.
Whoa, it sounds like you did a lot of running around today.
It wasn't so bad. I just figured it would save time if I did it all in one trip.
You planned all that out? Impressive! What are you gonna do with all that stuff you got?
The scraps will be good for dishcloths, and I can make soap from the oil. The books are just to help with my studies.
You really can't let anything go to waste, can you?
Nope, can't stand the idea.
Who knew you were so thoughtful? I mean, with actual thinking ahead. You're so generous to everyone and always making me food. I never knew how much thought you must put into it.
I cook to relax, and it's nice seeing how enthusiastic you get about eating what I make. Whatever I give away is just the stuff that isn't useful to me. I pick up all sorts of things when I'm in town. Giving things like that to people who need them or who can actually use them makes sure they aren't wasted.
That makes sense. You've got to use up the stuff you've got after all. Hey, do you think you're like this because you didn't have much growing up?
I guess times were tough now that you mention it. The folks in my village definitely aren't rich. My dad had to go through a lot of trouble to get the recommendations I needed to attend the academy. That doesn't mean I've grown up to be stingy. It just means I don't like to squander. Anyway, enough of that. It's in poor taste to go on about your own hardships. I've always got time for a meal with a friend, and it so happens I picked up some choice meat today. Why don't we share it?
Now you're speaking my language.
We can do that. Okay, so... Oh, no. Wait. Oh, them two. Okay.
Being kicked must have hurt, didn't it, Dorte? Did they think you won't gallop unless you're in pain? It must be difficult letting those brutes ride you.
Hey, Marianne. What are you up to?
Nothing.
Really? I was sure I heard you talking to someone. By the way, are you free right now?
Is there something you need?
I was about to go buy towels and soap, but the girls saddled me with all these specific requests. They want it all to look cute or to smell a certain way, but all that's just nonsense to me. I've always made my own towels out of old scraps and soap from used cooking oil. I've never given it much thought beyond that.
Oh.
But I've noticed you've got some really nice things. So you have an eye for that stuff, right? Obviously, I give you all the credit, and I'm sure everyone would be really grateful for your help.
No, I don't deserve that kind of praise.
Really? I don't think that's true. Come on, you'll be doing me a big favor.
My adoptive father tells me I shouldn't stray too far from the monastery.
That's nonsense. You've got to get some fresh air now and again.
I should stay. Besides, I wouldn't be much help. I don't think anyone would like whatever I pick out anyway. It would all go to waste. And I'm sure that having me around would just cause you misfortune, Leone.
Are you serious?
I should stay here by myself.
Now, hold on just a second. You'll cause me misfortune? What kind of backwards talk is that? If you really don't want me around, then at least come out and say it straight. I'm sorry for the unwelcome invitation. Don't worry, I won't make the same mistake again.
It's funny, I wonder if I ever saw Marianne and Leonie's last. I think I did, yeah, because I remember her apologizing to her and stuff. Anyway, I think I'm extremely apologize, guys. This is gonna be a super short stream, but I think I'm gonna end it now. Something came up. I'm also extremely tired, as you can hear from my voice. I'm barely commentating on anything, and I know that was probably like such a major difference from the last stream, and like just like completely boring, and like you guys like to see me like when I'm like talking and like have a lot of comments, so yeah. So I'm extremely sorry about that, so I'm gonna end the stream now. We'll try to get there as fast as possible. Honestly, I feel like I could have just done all of this off screen and just start at the part of the church route, but I feel like it wouldn't be genuine, like, because it's like for hypothetical people that want to see like the whole game, it won't be a full playthrough, and I feel the whole playthrough should be recorded. But then it's like I was skipping everything, so that's what didn't make sense. But at least I had comments to talk about it, so I guess it still made sense. But I don't know, so it's like I'm still finding like what I should do. So let me know if you liked when the things were playing out. It kind of was a bad test because it's like I wasn't even like, we didn't see how I basically wasn't talking enough to see how it would have been if I let everything play out and gave my comments on it. It was basically just letting them play out, but like almost for no reason other than just to show them. But I was barely even commenting on them. But I apologize on that. But if next time, I'll definitely make sure to like have stuff to say. For some reason, I just feel like really exhausted right now. It's like, I don't even feel like playing, to be honest. So I think, you know, it's like when I started, I'm like, I'm excited to play, but then as soon as I did, I'm like, I'll play this next time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little bit that we did though, because we still got some stuff shown and stuff. So yeah, next time for part 3, I'll make sure it's like another 5-hour stream. We'll be playing all day, high energy and everything. So that'll either be tomorrow or the next days. I might take 1 day break, maybe to rest up, or maybe I'll rest up today and have more energy tomorrow, who knows. But yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more of myself, and I've been the Chosen One, and I apologize for the short stream, but God bless, and I hope all of you have a wonderful day, Sunday. Okay, see you guys.